Hi, I bet anything that you're super busy right now. You're probably scrolling through this feed, you've stopped on this video. We're all really busy. I'm finding more and more people are super busy, probably just like you. But are you busy because you can't say no? Are you busy because you don't like to disappoint? You'll find our most successful entrepreneurs, business owners, leaders, one of the things they've learned how to do as a skill is to say no. And they say no to protect what they think is important. Steve Jobs used to ask his leaders, what have you said no to today? Michael Dell from Dell Computer always said that yes is really easy to say, no is actually hard to do. So some of us don't want to disappoint people. We take too much on. We say yes to everything. We say we're going to go to events and we don't show up. Or we don't even reply because we don't know what to say. We've got to learn to say no elegantly. So here are a couple of tips on how to say no nicely. So if someone says to you, can you make this engagement? Can you come along tonight? Can you do this on the weekend? One way of saying no nicely is to say, hey, I'm really sorry, I'm already committed. But if things change, I'll get back to you. And that's a nice way of being positive, right? But also protecting your time. Another way is to think about saying, rather than going, I can't do this, or I can't make that, or I can't do, to say, I don't do. When you say I can't, it means someone else is in control. Someone else is holding the strings, if you will. When you say I don't do something, it means that you're in charge. Something like, I don't do late nights. I don't do weekends. I don't do dessert. It means you're in charge of it. Very hard for someone to argue and say, but well, hang on a second. If you said can't, what can you do? But if you say, you know what, I don't do this, you are in charge of it. So it might be, I don't do this. I don't work on the weekend. I don't take on this amount. I don't do this. So it's another way of doing it. A good friend of mine, elite cyclist Hannah MacDougall, has a way of getting out of late nights. She says, I don't do late nights because I turn into a pumpkin at 9 p.m. if I stay out. It's a great way of using humor to really put her point across that she's an elite athlete and late nights are just not for her because she's got to get up in the morning. So have a think about the ways that you can say no elegantly. You just cannot keep taking on more and more things. You've got to keep the things you want to do the main thing. Keep the main thing, and say no. Learn to do it, and learn to do it nicely.